Two ugly mugs, two hearts of love, two muddled minds, two coffee cups.
The Mugs.
Mugs, week 11.
Week 11, episode 10, Ugly Mugs. We got a good Thursday
Antonio's
night
off
game
to
going
a
on.
big start.
Antonio's
It's
off to a
alive,
good start.
and it's
Delaney's
alive
off to a
Mugs.
terrible start.
So you guys can join in if you got any questions or concerns. Scoreboard no more. The main item of interest was Tommy accidentally said something interesting with his award tracker. Got some feedback. I think everything he does is purely to try to get the Motormouth Award, which is a good motivation though. So score. I liked it.
You could make a case for Ben, since he really doesn't make too much of an effort and still riles up the league. So Tommy might be making Ben look like an even better
Ben hasn't said. Well, Ben's new thing this year is to post right at the end. It's actually a good strategy because then it seems like you've posted the whole week. But from what I can tell, he posts right at the end of Monday night. He'll come up with the zinger, put that on there. Although I'm not sure how many people are seeing it.
I say.
Well, let's look at Tommy's nominations.
I give a reluctant score.
By the way, this is the award tracker, people.
What is? I was going to say score.
Well, the Verge is not between the two. It's gone between the two.
I was going to say score for Tommy's post because I encourage as much activity on the message smack board as possible.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Tommy has, for the Motormouth, him, Ben, and Matt. Our moms, I mean, I know they've won it before, but in terms of the volume aspect of it, in terms of the whole year, I think they deserve mention, as always. Anthony's taken himself out of.
Yeah, I would say after that, his negativity last week kind of takes him out of contention because it looked like he was a beat dog last week on the negative episode. So,
you know, and I think that and he did join the Ugly Mugs for like the third time. I don't know if that counts towards the Motormouth. Probably not.
No, I wouldn't.
I think our moms, I always want to vote for them because they have a diversity of statements. They make positive statements. They cheer for their team. They smack talk. They kind of run the gamut. What other owners just say, like Tommy may as well be posting, give me the Chattermouth
Award.
Motormouth. Give me the Motormouth.
We could create another more distinctive award called Chattermouth.
Yeah, that's what I always want to call it.
That one will be quantity over quality.
Were you disappointed? Were you disappointed in the Golden Retriever vote on my unofficial poll? People unanimously voted to keep it. I was shocked. I thought it would be like 50-50.
Yeah, it's probably the most boring award, but yeah,
I guess they like it.
It's kind of like a tradition, I guess. You gotta.
Yeah.
And there are.
Honestly, I don't know who I would nominate for what.
Yeah.
The one that sticks in my mind is your dad for not trading his players. It's just funny, and it is loyalty to his players.
Yeah. It's pretty unwavering.
Yeah.
Zombie, I think
There's
Matt
only
had a real
2
chance
games.
to cement himself as a zombie last week, and he failed.
I can only
So-
think of 2 real legitimate zombie games. Grant beating you, and then me beating Beth. And then Grant had another one. Grant had another technical zombie on your dad, I think. But not a lot comes to mind for that one.
It's going to be up in the air. It's going to be up in
What's
the air.
the award that you think is won already? Because I have one. I think there's an award that's already won.
The Oscar. Yay! I say it's a tie this year.
M&B.
Wait, you cut out there.
The Lemonade Tycoon. M&B.
M&B for Lemonade Tycoon.
Not just for it, but to won it, I'd say. 5 wins already. I don't know if they need to win another one to prove their case.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I don't really see any other contender for that. It's not a good Lemonade
There are
Tycoon, but it's the only one.
But yeah.
Award tracker.
And then there's ones Tommy left out. Bargain Shopper. Hey, I want to put myself on the ballot for that because in addition to my defensive maneuverings, Robbie Anderson, I forgot to include him. He's
I'm
creeping
going to
up.
nominate
He's now
myself for that too.
top 15 ranked receiver.
I have a top 15 ranked receiver as well in Marvin Jones.
Yeah, but Marvin Jones, at least in my mind, was never supposed to be on the waiver wire.
But he was.
That's like the colludulator award.
No banner.
Colluded with
no
yourself.
banner here for this. We can't banter our positions here.
So me and you are on there. Is anyone else? You got to rack your brain. A waiver pickup. That's been really good. Juju. But who do you give that? He's been on all these teams. Because that's like Anthony got him off the Anthony got Marvin Jones off the waiver wire. That award can be tricky that way.
I would say whoever gets him last, as long as he was picked up off the waiver wire.
But then that falls into the trading award too. You could double that up if you get a guy that was picked up.
For Juju, yeah. Not for Marvin though.
Well, you got traded to you.
No, he didn't. I picked him up.
Nope.
Didn't I?
There's the horrible trade from Anthony.
That's right. So yeah, you're right. Never mind. Okay, I'm off the list. Sorry. Blooper reel.
Has ever been one on the history of this podcast. Usually they end in a stalemate.
There goes Mariota. Oh.
Ben is still the move, but me and Grant are on his tail. And there's still 3 weeks left. I feel like, and me, Grant, and Ann tied for second. So there's that. And then I think it was Ben has a 100-point total lead. So that's a good cushion for if he ends up tied for first. What did you think of my poll, by the way? What did you vote for? How's Ben's season going to end, folks?
The first option, which was, let me get to it real quick.
Win the Blood Bowl?
Blood Bowl Bleen or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't even know who Flop is. It's the First Lady of Pain, folks.
First Lady of Pain.
Lupita Not Abajan, which prompted that question. Because I was wondering what's going on there. It's a progressive relationship.
One of the oldest co-owners, one of the first co-owners in league history. Lupita. valuable asset to the league. And
controversial in the past. That's why I was surprised that she didn't make it. You're the most interesting team, baby. Wanna know more about you, wanna make up fake news about you.
most interesting team.
Tokyo. We want to talk to Tokyo, who has expressed interest in holding this year's Blood Bowl. And we are officially announcing the first, I think, Blood Bowl contest. If you want to host the Blood Bowl this year, it's your turn to host, should you want. But you've got to prove that your location is the best, most festive, most interesting location in the FTFFL.
Right. That's right. It's up to you.
And really, if you've already hosted it, you're probably not going to get it. But I'm going to apply anyway, so if people are being lazy, and you guys, if I'm the only one who wants it, then
I am too. And since I'm not making the playoffs, I think that should.
Well, that's too good enough. Even if you're a playoff team, at least I'm open to giving you the toilet, or the, not the toilet bowl, the Blood Bowl. Welcome to the new host of the new toilet bowl is going to be Moscow. Do you hear that, Joe? It is going to be Moscow. You wanted to talk to Japan, but it's going to be Moscow now.
I know. I think we got sanctions on you, pal. I think.
It is such a great location.
Not really. It's going to be really cold.
It's warm. When you drink the vodka, you will feel all of your fantasy passions boiling
comes
within
back
you.
out. Yeah, that's for sure. It'll burn your throat. But no, you're
everyone drunk. Moscow in playoffs. Moscow will be the first team to be in their own Blood Bowl. What do you think of that?
I know we're gonna leave.
Well, I was trying to call Mr. Mitsubishi. Mr. Mitsubishi. Could you please get off the line? Actually, we know Moscow wants to host. No, this is my line. Your line is being tapped. If you don't like it,
exactly the kind of attitude that is the reason we will not be hosting a Blood Bowl in Moscow.
Our players aren't doping.
No,
by the way.
But we'll see about that. I'm not going to take your word for it.
We have so many factories to test the blood of the players to keep them clean and honest. You will be very happy.
I think we're going to leave it up to the league. Even though I'm somewhat afraid you're going to send assassins to my house, I'm going to say no.
That is only part of my appeal to convince you. KGB will come and talk to you. Wouldn't you rather sleep peacefully at night knowing that the Blood Bowl is in Moscow and there is no
really
KGB
wanted
agents?
To talk to Mr. Mitsubishi here.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are sorry. But
he has sent me an email and he said that Tokyo does not want to host it this year.
I don't believe you.
I have it. I can leak it to you.
All right, leak it.
I am reading it now. Please disregard everything Tommy says. He is a no good Western corrupt man, and Tokyo no longer desires to host the Blood Bowl. You can ask anyone. It's very true.
Yeah,
we have great food.
We're gonna wait. Hold on. Someone's calling in. Oh God, not this man.
Oh, I'm getting a call.
Yeah, I think we both.
Trumpy, Trump Nizzle, how are you doing?
Hello, my good friend Vlad. How are you?
We're just so close to getting the Blood Bowl in Moscow.
You know what?
Everything is going
You know
according
what?
to plan.
Do you know what would be even better place
Mr.
for Blood
Trump,
Bowl?
this is Julio. You're on the Ugly Mugs right now.
It,
By the way, hi.
terrible show, disgraceful, but I'm gonna come on anyway. Look, there's only one place we should be hosting a Blood Bowl, and that's in China. China, great place.
Why do you want to host the Blood Bowl in China?
Look, China's screwing us, and I love China. China, great people, but they're screwing us.
Mr.
So we're
Trump,
gonna host.
shouldn't we brought up now 3 different international locations? What about an American host? American hosts are weak and corrupt. You are killers just like us. You're no better.
I just spent a week in China. I think it's a great place. I think it's a great place to hold a Blood Bowl. We're gonna host a Blood Bowl there. Joe thinks
Donald, what are you doing? We had a deal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Trump, shouldn't your slogan was "Make America Great Again," and I think the American Conference might need this. Why are they so bad this year?
I tell you what, it's the swamp. We got to drain the swamp. We got to get Joe out of office. We need a new commissioner.
They weren't just weak this year, they were weak last year and forever and for always.
Joe, something's going on with Joe. It's Joe's fault. I blame him. Terrible commissioner. If I were president, he'd be in jail.
How can we create more wins? Well, but you are president, actually. Should Joe be worried?
Oh, let me tell you, Julio. Joe should be very worried. The KGB is the last thing he needs to worry about.
It's one thing he should probably worry about.
He should probably worry about it. Yeah, probably. Just a little bit.
How can we get wins back in America?
We have to stop outsourcing wins internationally. We need to bring some of those wins back here. We need to make America winning again.
Who would you endorse to host the Blood Bowl in America besides China?
Probably Chinatown.
Chinatown. We have Chinatown in Moscow. You can host it there.
Oh no, Ryan Sugar.
Very good.
Missed the field goal. That's not good. That's not good.
Chinatown, I guess that would be, there's not a lot of Chinatown somewhere in Texas. Well,
look,
this hasn't cleared up anything. The Danimals, are the Danimals your favorite team? They're winning. They're winning so huge.
You know what?
I
just hope Joe, Joe's located in America, yet he's in the international conference. I don't understand it. I wish he'd come back. I wish the prodigal son would return to his mother, return to America. We need winners like Joe. All these Danimals, angry ants, they're all pretenders. They're all pretenders. They have no energy whatsoever.
Well, this hasn't really cleared anything up, guys. I'm severing the lines with both of you. Thank you for having me, Julio. Most interesting Trump of the week. Oh, and thanks for getting the UCLA team back, Mr. Trump. We do thank you.
I have to be honest. That's why we actually. I promised them we would host a Blood Bowl in China if they let him go. So I hope Joe does the right thing.
Well, that complicates things, but thank you anyway.
Mom, what'd you do?
Thanks for your service.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Don't tell Joe. Bye.
Joe, I don't know what to tell you. Suffice it to say that China is in the running now for the Blood Bowl, and
He's not even in the league.
still
How can he
open.
promise them a Blood Bowl?
Well, I've heard from a lot of powerful people in the league that we should at least think about China. So China, Blood Bowl 2017, maybe a team might be moving there. The China Ball Brothers.
Actually, I'm back. I tapped back in. I actually promised them that my son would actually become the Chinatown guys on Buffaloes. Okay, I'm going now. Bye.
You bear a striking resemblance to your. I can see the family resemblance now more clearly. Let's take
I
a
am
look
not moving
at
to China. Damn it!
the
I'm
board.
not going to China. Starting to sound like my mother. China.
Jada.
China.
I'm going to share the scoreboard. Come and join us, people. Joe, did
Yeah, a
you put
bunch
the
of
link
bums.
on the?
Yeah. Let me see if anyone's responded. Probably not. Or you could check it right there.
Tommy's watching the Steeler game on his phone.
You could watch it.
It's with these kids these days doing everything on their phone.
I know. At least
It's
call
a bit
in.
ridiculous. They do everything but call people on their phone. Let's take a look at. There's one I'm interested in. San Antonio versus Graceland.
Ah,
Oh my gosh, Le'Veon only has 1 point. That's
poor
stunning.
Birds. Oh wait, no, they pulled one out last week, didn't they?
Yeah, more
They
like
scooped one out.
smashed one out with 180 some odd points. The
Yeah.
Lulu Birds,
pretty impressive.
I wasn't a fan of the trade, but they definitely still have weapons on their team. And Landry gave her the win against Circle City. So that worked out. Both these teams are 4-6, and this is like a playoff game. And yet neither of them are on the smack board, and they both have 2 key players going. I don't like the energy. I think Trump had a point. The American Conference is just not into it. Who wins this one, Joe?
I'm going with the Birds.
I don't get a clear feel here. I think it's going to be real close.
Going with the Birds.
I think if DeMarco can outscore Le'Veon the whole way.
There's a pattern to the Ants. Throw up a big win, and then next week.
Yeah, they are known for their 190 wins. That's an Ant trademark. Heliopolis, Machaca, and Beans, both 5-5, and chasing Tommy. So this is a bad game for Tommy because one of them's going to win.
Yeah,
right
I am going. Ooh. I don't really like either of these rosters. They would probably still beat me this week, though. Jeez.
Yeah, I think Funchess is the main playmaker for Machaca and Beans, and Powell had been one of the playmakers for the Firebirds.
I'm going to go with the Firebirds. I think Chris Thompson does some damage against New Orleans.
I'm sticking with my Thursday night
game.
My Thursday night overreactions. If Corey Davis outscores Martavis, I like Machaca. So I'm just reacting to the immediate results so far. Pounders, Payne. These guys better mix it up this week. I want to see what do they always say about some saying about bullies? Pick on someone your own size. Well, these guys are their own size. see if they want to pick on each other.
I'm going with the House of
Yeah.
Pain.
Yeah, if those running backs can return to form, then they're just about unbeatable.
Let me see. Oh, wait, whoa. Slow down. 2 Monday nighters. Never mind. I'm going with the Pounders.
Yeah, they can finally. You love them for the zombie. They can make
I
their
don't-
case this week.
Well, yeah, I love them for
Or
the
you
zombie.
mentioned them for the zombie.
Yeah,
You haven't.
I don't love them at all.
And yeah, Matt does still, that reputation sticks to the Pounders, that you never really want to pick against them when you're picking games.
Nope.
Super fun team, Danimals. This one already looks out of hand, folks. Because the Danimals are without old Devonta.
Devontae Free.
Although he does have 1 week to get active. Or one
Yeah,
extra day. One extra
yeah, I'm not
day,
liking
excuse me.
the Danimals running backs.
I'll
Tommy.
tell you an inside story. Tommy texted me the news of Tyrod Taylor being out gleefully, and then said, "I have Nathan Peterman." Ha ha ha. And then I went and looked and wisely picked up Jay Cutler, who I mentioned to him may now win me 2 games because Tommy dropped him the week he played me. And then could have really hurt me by picking up Cutler instead of Peterman. And then also Tommy has Kelvin Benjamin, who I think is severely downgraded with Peterman in.
I did not understand any of that.
Oh, well. Tommy already knows it too, so that was a waste of time.
We'll cut it out.
Yeah, get that out of there. Yeah, you got Stephon Diggs and Larry Fitzgerald and Russell. He's got a chance.
Got a chance. And
He's
got
on a huge win
he's
streak.
got 2 Monday nighters because he's a zombie too.
And is the
This
toilet
year, at
team
least.
yet put up, other than their game against Anthony, have they put up over 115 points this year?
They
I'm not
might
sure
with
if
this
they
new
have.
team.
Well, they definitely didn't last week with this new team.
No. We'll give them another chance.
Look at the super team. Do you agree with me that Circle City is this year's late season super squad?
Yeah, I've predicted them to go to the Blood Bowl.
Except they're only a game ahead of the Slam Jocks here.
Yeah.
But they got a 1-5. Don't you remember in years past there would be like a bunch of 160, 170 projections before the week started? This season it's been, everyone is around 140. But here we go, 165 projection for Circle City.
He's got a good team. I don't understand how I feel the same way about my team too, when we have the same record.
He's assembled this team throughout the year.
Yeah.
Initially, Jay Cutler was his quarterback. And then I think he got one of these running backs from somewhere, and then Rob Gronkowski was just brought in. So it hasn't been like this. I like Tom for that used car salesman award. MAGA TGOB, close projection.
Ooh. I gotta win this. I'm saying me. I'm gonna win.
It's a lot of heavy hitters on. You need one of those big hitters to come up empty at a Gurley and Green.
Watch Wentz tear up Dallas Sunday night.
Yeah. And I'm sure you have some decisions to make with your roster. Oh, Carlos is on a bye. Demarius is getting the pine, huh?
Yeah.
And Dion Lewis. Oh, man. This is why you're my Final Flush team, favorite team. You had a lot of options.
Yeah, I got a lot of options. Not a lot of brains to put them in.
Well, I'm doing the same thing with my Bronco receiver against Cincinnati. So we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
Here's who has a good defense? Oh, Cincy? Yeah, I know. Yeah. I haven't watched them play yet this year. Nincompoops Rebels. I feel like I've never played the Rebels my whole time in fantasy history. I'm sure I have.
I'm going with. I don't like a tight end at flex. That's not good.
I kind of do like a tight end at flex, depending on the tight end. And then I can't play my Cowtown guy. Hurts my bid for the trade award. It's out the 1 week I need him, Tyrod. But Casey, I think, wants to play Jared Cook because I gave him Jared Cook. Some karma strategy.
Yeah, I guess I reluctantly have to go with the poops here. Very
Well, yeah,
reluctant.
it's one of those non-conference games where you guessing you want me to lose. And then I think that's it on the games.
That's it on the games.
We didn't get
People?
any guests, man.
Because they're watching from their phone.
Watching from Martavis, but there's a flag.
Martavis,
Watching
but there's a
from your
flag.
phone.
What a great player.
Give me a break.
I wonder what our time is
Who
on
do
this
you-
episode.
Who do you think should win the Blood Bowl host?
China. No. I say me.
Had TGOB ever hosted one?
No.
You're gonna have to beat Joe. Joe can put together some pretty mean visuals and some creative stuff. So I'd say I agree with you. That might be the favorite for host. Beat them, guys, if you want it. Do ugly mugs. Do lots of love.
Yeah.
Two muddled minds, two coffee cups.
The Blood Bowl 6. 6, right? Blood Bowl 6?
Blood Bowl 6.
No, wait. Is it? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, 6. All right. Well, I think that's the episode. All you mugs out there.
You guys got to join in. There's not going to be too
Join.
many episodes left of Ugly Mugs.
Come on and screw around.
Thanksgiving Claus is going to be on next week. Come on, ask him what you want for Thanksgiving. And he'll tell you what you want for Thanksgiving. That's how it works. Thanksgiving Claus.
He's the jolliest man that ever was. And with that, we to all a good night and
Adios, amigo.
adios, amigos.